Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm the GQ Jedi. If you're not already subscribed to me, blast that subscribe button down below so you don't miss any valuable Star Wars content. Today I'm back with another DIY video. That's right, it's a how-to video, little home improvement, a little Kenner improvement if you will. Some of you out there have seen most of my videos, and if you haven't, you have a huge catalog of videos to check out, so please start from the beginning and work your way up. Some of these videos I have tried to tell you guys how to fix things. Most of the videos are toy reviews and my thoughts and opinions on certain toys, but there are a few out there that are like I said, home improvement, Kenner improvement type videos, and this is one of those videos. My Kenner boxes, some of them are a little banged up, a little warped, and in a previous video some time ago I mentioned that I would possibly try to fix the box, and today we're going to do just that. There's no time like the present. If you don't do it today, you'll put it off till tomorrow. What's the saying? Tomorrow never comes. So today we're going to try to fix some of these Kenner boxes. I have one in particular that's really just doesn't look so great. It's hurting bad. So today I'm going to try to apply a method and see if we can get that Kenner box back into shape. So as you can see, I have my Hoth Ice Planet Adventure Set box. Not a bad box. The main cover art is intact. Backside, we do have some wear here, so I would, predominantly display this side if I was going to put it on a shelf, which I had it on a shelf before. But something that's always bothered me, besides the wear that is on the sides, is the actual flaps themselves. As you guys can see, flaps have there's a bow to them, so even when I push them in, it still kind of bows, and it forces it doesn't close properly. I mean, it just kind of has this bowing effect that's just really annoyed me. And I wanted to see today if maybe we can get these flaps to be just a little flatter. Maybe this box will look a little better on the shelf and look a little more uniformed. All these creases and such, nothing I can do about the wear that is in here. With what I'm going to try today, I can't really monkey with this aspect too much. I mean, I can. Well, we'll see. We'll see how these flaps work out. If what I want to try is going to work. If the flaps turn out well, then maybe I'll give a go and try to maybe get this warped effect out. So we'll see. But overall, this box needs a little bit of love, and it's been something I've been putting off for a while. And I know a few of you have asked me to do a video on this, so we're going to attempt it today. Let's give it a shot. First thing you're going to need is an ironer, just a regular old-fashioned clothes ironer, and maybe an old t-shirt, or perhaps even a old towel, something that you don't care about. Obviously, the less you care about it, the better, because if something goes wrong, you don't have to ruin any of your other stuff for a DIY project such as this. So that's what you need. And you're obviously going to want to put some water in this bad boy. I didn't fill it up too high, just enough to get the job done. I don't even know if I'm going to use water. It's just in my head to put water in it instinctually, because it's what we always do when we use an iron like this. But most likely I will not be using water on this, because this is cardboard, and as we all know, paper and water don't really mix too well. I want to keep the structure of this intact as much as possible. I simply just want to flatten this bad boy if I can. So that's our game plan here, and we're going to be using, like I said, a t-shirt or a towel to this is basically the brace, or not the brace, but the kind of the barrier, if you will, to put on top of the flap, so you're not actually pressing the iron straight onto the beautiful Kenner artwork and probably ultimately burning it, causing some kind of effect that I don't want to risk. So I'm going to put something thin, but yet, something that the heat can still seep through, so to speak, and hopefully flatten this flap out. So that is our game plan today, and we'll see what happens. Because this flap is already going inward and I want to keep the integrity of the structure that's there, I'm not going to bend it back and flatten it. I'm going to keep it flat. So if anything, it'll just further go in. And just going to lay this t-shirt down like so. And take our handy iron. And, if you're the praying type, a little prayer won't hurt. And I'm just going to casually kind of run this iron over. Whoa. I haven't used this in a while. Yeah, the t-shirt's already getting moist and I haven't barely even done anything with this thing. So be careful. Don't burn yourself. And, just like you'd iron clothes. Hello. Your guess is as good as mine if this is going to work. It's the only thing I can really think to do. I know there's reproduction custom-made boxes that look just like these bad boys that you can get, but I'm not really interested in buying any of those things. I'd rather keep Kenner in my collection as it is, and hopefully bring it back to life a little bit. I'm sure Toy Ploy has a video out there that is similar to this, or probably even has a better method than what I'm doing. I have no idea. The guy's a genius and he always comes up with cool methods to fix toys. But this box has been bothering the heck out of me, and I just kind of want to see what can be done. And already this box is already getting a little bit more, it's getting flat already without really much effort, which is amazing, awesome. I'm going to keep going though. There's some moisture on the table, so I'm going to keep wiping that up just so I don't keep soaking this box any more than necessary. And we're going to keep on keeping on with this process till we get it akin to what we like. And I appreciate you guys watching, tuning in. Hopefully that this method will work and you can try this at home on your own boxes. That would be ideal. And who doesn't want to have flat boxes? These, as you guys know or maybe don't know, these Kenner boxes is like it's like the cherry on the top. You get the toy, but you really want the box too. And sometimes these boxes are a little beefed up, like this one. And I managed to get this play set, which is displayed in my collection, and has popped up in a video. I believe I've done a review on all the Hoth play sets. I got this play set along with the Land of the Jawas play set at the same time from the same seller, and I got both boxes. The Land of the Jawas box is awesome. This bad boy, not so much, but I just been kind of been the stepchild in my collection. Haven't really addressed it, haven't really given it much attention. Let's see. And like I said, guys, already this a little better than what it was. A little better than what it was. Of course, there's bowing here, which I can't stick the ironing in there, and but what I can do is try to take my hand and kind of do that same process. It's a little sketchy, but I'm going to try anyway, since how this seems to be working somewhat. And yeah, the idea, it's not going to be perfect. If I wanted perfect, I'd go drop a couple $100 and get a whole new playset. you know, a whole boxed situation. But I have this box, so we're going to try to, like I said, try to resuscitate it, do with what I have, and hopefully sprinkle some love on it. You know what, I'm going to probably attack this side too, press this in. That'll keep it, you know, the flatter it gets on all sides, I think the more it's going to hold. So yeah. And the cool thing is the water is evaporating. It's not ruining the box. So I think we're doing all right here for what we're doing. Low setting. I don't have this on a high setting either, this iron. I'm just gone at the very low setting. Like I said, I'm not trying to burn anything. And I don't know that it will, but I don't want to find out. Either way, I think enough of what's happening is doing wonders for the box. And as anything with you know, these DIY projects, I don't know if you guys can even see that, sorry. With these DIY projects, you have some patience. Don't be in a rush. I've learned that to be the case, that patience is going to win out every time. And if you are in a rush to do things, you will probably screw something up and then vastly regret it later on. And by that point, it's too late. Most of the time, you can't undo what has been done when you're trying to fix or repair something. You could break it and then you're screwed. We don't want to do that. So, again, it's looking pretty good. And it just might not close no matter how flat I get it. It is, you know, it is the whole box integrity that's been compromised. So even flattening this out, even though, you know, it is looking better, it still might not close. So it is what it is. But let's try this. Let's try this other side. Give you a real good before. Kind of nasty, but this process is, I think it's helping. I think it's helping, or at least I'm telling myself it's helping. Either way, it's fun, guys. Even if this is a complete failure on all levels, I had to try, and it's fun to, you know, play with your toys, so to speak, and, you know, dig into the collection. I mean, we were all kids once. Hell, I'm still a kid. I just got bigger, just got older. You know, we use our imaginations playing with these toys, and it's fun to you know, get back in the sandbox, so to speak. And I'm gonna be honest, who really paid any attention to these boxes back in the day? If any boxes survived, it was because mom grabbed them or dad grabbed them, have some foresight, thought, no, maybe I'll put this on the side because Billy wants to keep it. I don't think most of us, I don't think really gave two rips about the boxes, so these things were destroyed and thrown away probably immediately after getting the toy open. So to even give any attention to these boxes, I think years later is kind of cool. A little flattened, and already you can see that it is working. The heat and compression is definitely flattening it out a little bit, which is awesome to see. Like I said, I've never attempted this. I didn't try to do this before this video. I'm doing this live, filming it and doing it at the same time. Never did it before, so no parlor tricks, and it wasn't like I knew for certain that this was going to work right or not. I have no idea, and I'm just doing it live with you guys. I'm bumping the camera apparently. Pardon me. Yeah, just ironing my shirt, just ironing my Kenner Star Wars box. No big deal. No big deal. Light passes. Again, I'm not pressing very hard either, guys. I'm kind of just letting gravity do its thing. I'm not really pressing down on it. And I'm telling you all this because this is what's happening right now in real time. I don't know what you guys will do, but this is what I'm doing. So these are the results that I'm getting, and hopefully you can get the same results, if not better. If not better. Yeah, that is looking much flatter. Again, keeping this flap in. I might push it back a little bit just to give it some kickback. But let's see, guys. What do you think? That looks a lot less warped. Yeah, let's see here. It's a little better. It's a little better, but it's still kind of popping out a bit. I don't know that there's there we go. That's better. Yeah, that's. I'm gonna try pass that. Take another pass-a-rooney. I think what's going to happen is once I do this top part, that's going to push flatter like that, and then it's just going to seal up nicer. That's the plan, because eventually I'd like to put this on a shelf. Although right now, I don't know about you guys, real estate for boxes like this is really where you need a lot of space in your collection. I don't have any more space, truthfully. I've got to knock a wall down or something because I don't have space for boxes. I don't have a lot of boxes in my collection either. And the main reason is because they're huge and I don't have space, and I don't want to just stick them in a cardboard box and it sits in the garage somewhere and I never look at it. I try to buy stuff when I know I can actually look at it. And sadly, this box was on a shelf, but I took the shelf down for rearranging some other stuff in my house. And now I've, I think now that I'm tinkering with it, I don't know, I may have to put something away and put this box out. Sometimes I'll do that. I will recycle stuff. I'll put something out and, you're like, you know what, I don't have a lot of real estate. Let me put this set item out and then give it 6 months and then swap it out and put something else in its place. You get to see your collection if you don't have the real estate to display stuff. So there's nothing wrong with that. We'd all like to have our collections out. I have my collection, my 3 3/4 line of the Kenner Star Wars toys is all displayed, except for one of my Jabba's dungeons is in a box. I don't have the room for it. And I'm trying to think of what other piece. I may have one other piece that's not. Oh, the first action stand, the first 12 action stand with the swivels and the, how you can move the levers and the guys spin on the platform. I don't have that displayed. But pretty much everything else that you'll see in my videos is out. I have it displayed somewhere. So I'm pretty fortunate in that regard. One day I'd like to have everything out. And one day I'd like to have all these boxes and get all the boxes. I don't have all the boxes. One day I hope to buy them all and have everything displayed. That's the dream. That's the dream. All right, let's see here. Again, looking better, guys. I think automatically, it's already looking better. Already taking some shape, some form. Even if it sticks in, I think it's sticking in is better than sticking out, because then it just looks sloppy. Again, trying to keep it into a box, and that's the real trick, as Han Solo would say. Yeah, guys, this already to me is looking pretty good. I'm gonna now tackle the bottoms, the sides, if you will, and see if I can't make some magic happen. So I'm going to stick my hand in here for support. Same principle. I'm going to stick this t-shirt over the top so I have a support or a barrier again for this thing. Trying to keep flat as much as possible. And press down maybe a little harder, just because I got to work with gravity here. I want to press in so that when I'm pressing in, I'm pushing down, because as you can hear, there is a bow, there is a warpness, so I want to flatten. So I do need to put a little pressure on this bad boy. But the same principle applies. Nothing new. If only the missus could come in and see you doing this, I'm sure she'd have some questions. Wondering why you can't do the rest of your own laundry like this. But Priorities, guys, priorities. Absolutely. I put Kenner above everything else. You know what I'm saying? I actually don't have a missus right now or children, so I'm kind of a lone wolf, my own Ronin, my own lone Jedi, if you will. So I get to run the house as I see fit, which makes things a lot easier for me to do whatever I feel like doing. But yes, for those of the many of you out there that do have, you know, your significant other, yeah, I'm sure she'd get a giggle and inquire as to what you were doing, and wonder why you can't do this for the rest of your clothing. And maybe do this when she's not around so that she doesn't see this, so that you stay in the dark about it. Let's see here. It's looking pretty good. I'm actually really impressed with what's going on here. I'm really stoked. Not perfection. We're not going for perfection. We're going for an upgrade. We're going for making this look better than it was, and I think already we're achieving that. Again, pressing down, just giving it a little punch. I'm not gonna lie, guys, this is so much fun. I know it seems so mundane and like whatever, the guy's ironing some cardboard, but to me this is fun because I'm restoring this box, so to speak. Like anything that I can do to enhance the collection, anytime I can get the collection out and get it in my hands, to me that's a good day. It's a good day. It's for a good cause, good reason. So little press, not ever really staying too long in any one position. Again, I don't know what's going to happen, but guys, this is it's definitely looking better. Definitely looking better. Okay, let's try to tackle this other side now. Same deal. Stick your hand inside. A little bit of support. These boxes are old. I mean, this is like a 40-year-old box, so like you can't be just putting all this pressure on it and not support it. You're gonna end up probably tearing it, breaking it, and then what are you gonna do? So same deal. Let's give it some love. Pressing down, holding in, trying to keep the form. Like all things, have good form. I really think not having a lot of water in this thing is great because it's potential for it splashing out and completely burning the hell out of me is minimal. Don't need a lot of water. This thing is the steam, just the heat itself. It's doing a miraculous job. Taking out for a second. Let's feel this out. This is awesome. Super stoked about this. Let's see here. Again, pressing in, it's looking good. It's looking good, guys. Not just getting rid of that bowing. Awesome sauce. I'm gonna go ahead and hit this I'm gonna hit this flap again. I'm gonna try it like this with the flap not out, or not in rather, but in. I'm sorry, this flap normally I've been doing it with it in. I'm gonna press it out so that this will maybe get some kickback, so that it will, when it goes in, the flap will kind of be like, you know how it's kind of tucking in, I want it to tuck out. So maybe putting some pressure here and doing this on the outside will yield a better result. Let's find out. Don't have my hand in it, but it's kind of hard to do that with my hand. I can't put my hand in there, so this is what it is. Concentrating on this edge right here because this is where the flap sticks out. I want to see if maybe just maybe Holy crap. That actually... Holy shit. Pardon my language. Had one viewer tell me I'm swearing. I try not to swear in my videos. I know kids maybe watch this, but you know, let's be honest, it's mostly adults watching. You guys out there, I appreciate every single one of you for watching, and I know we all swear in our garage or in our toy room, and so it happens. It happens. Actually, he's looking pretty good. I'm gonna try to do the same thing on this side now. Same deal, same verse, same situation. See the flaps here. So yeah, let's kick it out that way. I'm lifting up on this flap here so it will flatten out just to give it that extra kickback. When I shove it back in the situation, it hopefully will tuck in with no situational problems. Might need to put a little bit more water in this beast. Let's see here. Oh, it's shameful, guys. The truth of the matter is I've had this box for some time now, and talked about this in my head. Yeah, I'm gonna do this video. Yeah, I'm gonna try to do this, and I just never did it. And well, here we are. Had to try. If you don't try, you don't know. So, gotta give it a shot. Gotta give it a shot. And again, not perfect, but a little better. I think honestly, if I got cardboard and I cut cardboard pieces to size and shoved it in there, it would potentially help. My whole thing was just trying to get them as flat as possible, which I do believe this side is looking a heck of a lot better than it did before. So now I'm going to try to I'm going to do the same thing on the surface of this beast. A little pressure. Oof. I feel that heat in my hand, man. Be careful. Gotta go deep on this one. Just be careful, don't burn yourself. That. Again, like all these things, you don't know until you try, so I'd love to be like, guys, this is definitely gonna work. It's definitely gonna happen. Well, we're finding out. You and I are finding out right now. This is working. The other thing is finding these boxes isn't exactly easy. You might be able to find the toy, but again, who's got the boxes? Who has the boxes just laying around in the garage? So I try to get the boxes. Like I said, I try to get them when I can. If I know even if I don't have the space, I'm not going to BS it. Even if I don't have the space, I see something. I mean, I have all the pieces. I have all the toys in the line minus the cartoon toys. But when I was buying them to get them, if I could get the box too, you bet your bantha I would buy the box. I'd buy the whole thing. And sometimes that's the only way you can get the toys, get the box as well. This side's actually pretty good. It's me pressing it isn't going to do jack all for this thing because it's already, I'm just going to be pressing it. I mean, I can try to push out a little bit. Let's give it a shot. Let's see here. Maybe, just maybe. Kind of trying to press out with my hand as I'm pushing in. That does actually look a little better. Slightly better. This spot right here is a little warped. Give this a go here again. Again, pressing out. If you see a warp pressing in, then you press out with your hand. You push out while you press against it. Pretty simple physics here. This isn't exactly rocket science, but again, guys, I had to try it. We're never gonna know. I don't think I've seen a video anybody do this, and if they have, I haven't seen it. So it's worth a shot. For a minute there, I thought I burned it, and heck, that is the marketing. That's Kenner's touch there. That's not me burning it. Thank God. That's hilarious. All right. Well. I think overall this box is in much better condition. Yeah, the sides are that's flatter. Like I said, if it goes in, that's better than it sticking out, in my opinion. This bad boy. Let's see here. What can we do about this? It's pretty good. It just wants to pop out. It just wants to pop out. I'm trying to think of how. Again, if I put pressure here, let me. Now I'm going to go back and we're going to do this again here. Again, working on this flap. Let's see if maybe doing it like this, sticking it out as opposed to when I first did it like that. Maybe if I do it like this, we'll get some better results here. Could tape it. I could tape it. This thing is trying to get on my nerves a little bit, but I could stick my hand in there and put tape on the inside and tape it closed, which is not a bad idea. Try not to just screw with any of this stuff. I try to keep it OG. I don't want to tamper with it and start gluing and taping and whatnot. Just like to. you know, just want to have it as original as it came. I don't want it to, you know, I'm not trying to alter what was. Well, right now I am altering what was because it was pretty warped. But in terms of like, you know, I'm not going to draw on it. I'm not going to tape it if I don't have to. I'm not going to glue things. You know, to each their own. You know, you guys do what you got to do for your stuff. But yeah, I think that looks all right. I think it's. What do you guys think? Drop me some comments. Let me know. What do you guys think? This side I think is definitely a lot better. See, I'll move the camera up a little bit. This side, this left side is a lot better, I'd say. This side really pooched out. This right side is better, but it, well, again, it's, well, see, there you go. It pops open. It pops open. How do I, and I think part of the culprit is these flaps right here. So, I think so. So what we're going to do is going to try to knock those down as well, which is a little smaller space. Let's see what we can do here. You guys see that? I hope so. All right, let's see here. A little better. Just want this beast to stay in. It's not pushing out. This thing is hey now. Hey-o. Oh, look at that, guys. Look at that. Better. Just keep monkeying it. You just keep going over it until you get that magic happening. Much better. Much better. Could even go over the top of this thing to push it in further. Let's do it. Let's do it. Really putting in some, really pressing on this beast. On up Shiva. On up Shiva. On up Shiva. On up Shiva. Little Temple of Doom throwback action for you guys, all you indie fans out there. If you love Star Wars, you probably love Indiana Jones, let's be honest. Let's be honest. Good old Harrison Ford and George Lucas and, you know, ILM doing what they do best. All right. Yeah. This is definitely better than what it was. Definitely better than what it was. All right, guys, this is more this is the finished product, so to speak. As you guys can see, really flatten out that that edge there, that flap. Now stays in. On the other side, this one really pooched out big time, and you guys can see it is now flatter, and gravity of course, but I mean also popped out. So hang on one second. Yeah, as you can see now, boom. Same with this beast over here, flatter. So there you go, guys. It's by all means not a perfect situation, but it is a better situation. And let me know what you guys think in the comments. If you guys try this, let me know how it works out for you. And hopefully this video was informative in some capacity, and maybe with any luck you'll be able to get your Kenner boxes in better shape. Thanks, guys. I appreciate you guys for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, please give the like button a thumbs up to support the channel. And if you've not done so, blast that subscribe button. Hit that notifications bell so you don't miss any valuable Star Wars content. And remember, collect or collect not, there is no try.